What's up guys, it's Nicola from CalcuNick, and today we're going to be talking about understanding percentages. Let's get right into it. Okay, so today we're going to learn a bit more about percentages and hopefully try to understand them a bit better. So if we look at the etymology of the word percent, we have per, meaning for each, and cent in Latin means hundred. So the word percent literally just means for each hundred. So what does this mean mathematically? Let's say we want to express 12% in mathematical terms. We write 12 over or per 100. We get here by taking the number before the percent symbol, in this case 12, put it in the numerator, and then divide it by 100 in the denominator. Let's now look at a potential percentage question. Say we're asked to find 38% of 50. And so we want to express this in mathematical terms first. So as before, we're going to write 38 in the numerator and divide that by 100. And because we want 38% of 50, we're going to multiply this fraction by 50. And so now we go on to solve this expression. We'll do 38 times 50 first to the side to get where the numerator should be. We have zeros in the first row, and in the second row, 0, 5 times 8 is 40, so put the 0 here, 4 on top. 5 times 3 plus 4 is 19, and when we add those up, we get 1900. So in the bottom, we're going to write this is equal to 1900 over 100, and if we just do a little bit of quick reducing, we'll see that this is equal to 19. And so this is the basic way to solve percentages. Now we're going to look at a trick that can make this calculation a lot faster. Let's say we have two numbers, x and y, and our question is, what is x% of y? And so our first step is to write this in mathematical notation as before. So we'll have x over 100 times y. So now we're going to do a little rearranging. We could write this as being equal to x over 100 as y over 1. Notice that we haven't changed anything. We've just divided y by 1, and we know that anything divided by 1 is still itself. And so now we're going to bring these two fractions together. So we're going to have in the numerator x times y over 100. Now, by the commutative property, we could write that this is equal to y times x over 100, just switching the spots of y and x. And now, the same way that we brought the two fractions together, we're going to split them back up. This is equal to y over 100 times x over 1. And now we could write this as being equal to y% of x over 1, or just x. And so if we look at what we've just proven, we started with x% of y, and we ended up with y% of x. So what we've proven is that for any two numbers, x% of y is equal to y% of x. Now, I know that not everyone is completely comfortable with using letters in math, so I'm going to show an example using numbers instead. We're going to try the same example that we had before. What is 38% of 50? So once again, we're just going to write this out in mathematical notation. We have 38 divided by 100 times 50. And if we use the property we just learned, we can actually switch the numbers 38 and 50. So this will give us 50 over 100 times 38. Before, what we had to do was multiply 50 by 38, which is a bit of a tough calculation in your head. Now, instead of doing that, we're going to do 50 over 100 first, which reduces down to just 1 over 2, and we still have times 38. This is a much easier calculation than before. Hopefully you could see that 1/2 of 38 is equal to 19. That's just 38 divided by 2. We get the same answer as before, and it was a much easier calculation. Let's look at a potential problem you might face in the real world. Suppose you're at a restaurant and the bill says you're due $33.33. Let's say you want to tip the waiter 15%. You go to reach for your phone's calculator app, but you realize you forgot to charge your phone and you have no more battery. So what do? Now, instead of panicking, we'll use the cool trick that we've just learned. Rather than calculating what's 15% of $33.33, we'll calculate what is 33.33% of $15. So writing this in mathematical notation, we get that we're multiplying 33.33 over 100 times $15. We can notice that 33.33 over 100 is very close to 1/3. And since we're working with low amounts of money, we could afford to round a cent or two. So instead of writing 33.33 over 100, we're going to write that this is approximately equal to 1/3 times 15. And notice that this is a pretty easy calculation. 1/3 of 15 is 5. And so therefore we conclude that this is equal to $5, and the 15% tip you owe on your order of $33.33 is $5.
If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you had any questions or comments or just other video suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. I do try to get to all of them. And if you like what you saw, if you felt like you learned something or just thought it was kind of cool, leave a like and a subscribe. It's not much, but it really helps me grow my channel. That's all for me. Till next time.